We're back with another Premier League game week, and this time is round nine, and things are heating up in the Premier League. We've seen some interesting results already, and we can already expect, most or more of that will happen in the coming game week. But first off, let's discuss what we think will happen from a tactical standpoint. And starting with you, Victor, let's talk about Chelsea v Sunderland. I mean, both sides are actually level on points when you look at the table, but the bookies have Chelsea as strong favorites for this game. I mean, do you agree with that narrative, or do you think there's a slight chance of an upset from Sunderland?
Uh, okay, look, as much as I would love to see it, no, I don't believe Sunderland are getting anything out of this one. Yes, they've been very good this season, but as I said in the prediction show, they've mostly come up against weak or underperforming teams up until this point. And this is the first big test, and I do believe they're losing this one. And honestly, that's totally fine. I don't think really anyone associated with Sunderland was looking at an away day to Chelsea and thinking, yeah, that's the sort of game we need to be winning. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. And over to you, Max. Leeds and West Ham, two of the struggling sides in the Premier League so far, take on each other at Elland Road. I mean, both of them have been struggling, but which side do you think has a better chance of taking 3 points in this game?
I mean, looking at their history of last games, I mean, obviously Leeds is going to be favorites and maybe even heavy favorites because they lost only one out of 15 games at home. It was Spurs, and that was kind of close game. They were probably even playing better than Spurs. They just got a bit unlucky with the moments they had. While West Ham is absolutely terrible, they're not winning at all, and it just feels like this is the game that Leeds has to win.
Yeah, fair point. And back to you, Victor. Manchester United are riding on a wave of full confidence, after that famous win over Liverpool at Anfield, last week. Max, punished us by wearing his jersey for two straight videos. Man, thankfully that is over. But now the question is, do you think they'll be able to record yet another victory against a Brighton side that they have struggled against in recent seasons?
No, I don't see it. I think Brighton are one of the teams that are better than the table suggests. They're in 10th, but 5 games. They've beaten Newcastle and Chelsea in this run, and both of those are better than United. Yeah, yes, Max, I know. Before you say anything, United did beat Chelsea, but I don't think that would have happened if Sanchez had any sort of proper goalkeeper judgment. Um, Also, as you mentioned, Kola, that the head-to-head record is terrible for United. They've got 4 losses in their last 5. So I can see Brighton getting at least a draw here.
Fair enough. At least a draw. Okay, we'll see about that. Back to you, Max. Two unpredictable sides in Newcastle and Fulham. And when we say unpredictable, it means like we really don't know what to get. Today they play so well. Tomorrow they play like Spurs maybe. But yeah, two unpredictable sides in Newcastle and Fulham take on each other. And both teams actually have only just 2 wins in their last 5 league games. But who do you think is going to come out on top in this one?
I used to say Newcastle here because, yeah, I also mentioned that they played great at home and they really performed against Benfica just last night, and that was nice to watch. They just destroyed them as I expected, and I wouldn't say that Fulham is a better team than Benfica currently. So why wouldn't I say that Newcastle is going to win this one? Especially they have a great record at home against them, so it might be a good game for Newcastle.
Fair point. And just on a final note, even though we already all know the answer, Victor will say, but yeah, Liverpool returned to winning ways during the week. Dominant victory over Frankfurt. Even Vert got goal contributions. Surprisingly. But yeah, the question here is: are we expecting more of the same against Brentford?
Before I give you the answer to that, I think the fact that Wirtz ended with only 2 assists is a goddamn travesty. He should have had 3, maybe even 4. There were a couple of big chances where his teammates let him down a little bit, but As far as the Brentford game, yes, surely. I think it would do Liverpool a world of good to also keep a clean sheet, or at least, don't concede first. It's happened for 5 games in a row now. I don't think it will be a thrashing like against Frankfurt, who were just absolutely terrible defensively, but anything apart from a Liverpool win would be a big shock.
Yeah, fair enough. And we'll just have to wait and see how all of that unfolds. Anyways, those are our thoughts for the first round of games for the Premier League round 9. And in another video, we'll be discussing what we think will happen in the remaining round of games for the coming game week.